Hey Space Cowboys, it's seasonal frostbite, and welcome to Mothacrafta, the show where I show you why I'm a Mothacrafta. I'm having too much fun today. I hope you guys enjoy the look. We went live on Instagram. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at www.instagram.com/seasonalfrostbite. So this week's video, I didn't know what I was going to do this week. I will be completely honest with you. I decided that I was going to do a Mothacrafta episode because a couple weeks ago we went live and I showed you some new doll customizing supplies that I wanted to go ahead and check out. I wanted to check it out. So in order to do that, I was like, you know what? I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going to experiment with this. And, I have no room. I had to film on the smallest desk possible. Y'all know I could not. Your girl couldn't go back. We can't go back. We can't go back, honey. We can't. We can't. A small desk? Oh, girl. I feel spoiled. Okay? So that's what I ended up doing. So today I'm going to give you some smooth jazz. That's the thing. I told you guys on Instagram this was supposed to be a thing in Mothacrafta. How all my Mothacrafters doing out there? So let's get started with the video. If you guys don't know, I'm on Patreon, www.patreon.com/seasonalfrostbite, and you guys can get a free tutorial on this beautiful doll customizing tripod that I'm using in this video. But the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna clean off this face. She got like some glitter herpes on. They use glitter in that eyeshadow, although you couldn't tell. And we're just cleaning it off. I'm not gonna worry about the hair. This is just for experimentation. So mistakes are gonna happen. Boo-boo. They're gonna happen. They're bound to happen. So let's just clean this place, right? And I'm going to take out some Mr. Super Clear. So let me tell you, before I even get going, let me tell you why oil colors. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I am going to put it here. I'm going to put it here. And basically, let me see. Basically, when it comes to oils, you get some blendability, some gradients, some sfumato, and some you get some really good stuff going. But here's the thing.
It's so stupid. Just say the thing.
When you use regular oils on dolls, and if you're using it in conjunction with MSC, what ends up happening is the thinner or the mineral spirits is going to basically destroy your base. It's going to destroy your base, girl. Listen, girl, it destroys your base, I promise you. And if you guys know from the last Mothacrafta, when I used paint thinner, I used Turpentoid, the odorless paint thinner, for my oils, and I used that to try to clean the doll's face. It didn't work out. Let me tell you, it didn't. I don't know what I was doing, but we'll see about we worked on that. Okay, we worked on how to fix it. All right, so that stuff not only it seeps into the doll's face and ruins it, and you can't use MSC with it. So there is a way around it if you did make that mistake. Who would make my mistakes though? Who would make my mistakes? Sometimes my mistakes are so stupid. So anywho, what ends up happening is that it ruins the doll's face and MSC won't be able to work. And in this conjunction, like when you use the mineral spirits, it eats through, it's almost as powerful as acetone. It will eat through MSC, you know, and that's not what we want. So we got water-soluble. Water-soluble, girl.
Oils.
There are other brands
Oils.
of watercolors that are water-soluble. And what that means is just like they like watercolors, baby. They like watercolors. Nah, it just means that it will dissolve in water. And so you can thin it out with water. And that's why we're going to use these today. We're going to use these. These, girl. These. High five. We're going to use this. And here is my discovery. The next week on Mothacrafta, we will go ahead. We'll do a real face up. This is just me playing around, figuring out what the hell it works. And we'll keep this doll head as a reference to see how long it lasts. I was asked by No Nap Time. Periwinkle told me, boo-boo, could you keep this over time so we can see how it works, because she's had a pretty bad luck with oils. And I told her when it comes to oils, because she had experience from using oil on wood, when it comes to oils, you need a strong base. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and get on that MSC. Here we are, Space Cowboys. We are using the MSC. We're gonna spray it down. I did about 3 layers, and I'm gonna hook it back onto my doll customizing tripod. And I apologize a little bit for still not knowing how to work my camera, but your girl's trying. We're trying. We got all 2021 to figure it out. All 21, we'll figure it out. So I'm gonna go ahead with my Luminance pencils, and I am going to start drawing on the doll's face. And I'm not gonna do anything. I normally, when I do oils, I don't do any shapes or drawing or anatomy things. I just go in and start painting and my shapes. But for this, I feel like I'm going to need a little bit of a guideline, and I do have a reference. I will not show the reference in this video. I will show the reference when I do a full, like, serious, you know, a serious SketchUp, a serious one, because I'm not being serious right now. Look at this shot. Look at this shot. Doesn't this shot look like, girl, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, boo-boo? I don't know. I think I'm seasonal frostbite. Yeah. I'm having too much fun. Sometimes makeup and hair can really look at this pillboxy. Look, pillbox. So here we're introducing the water-soluble colors. It's good. It'll be all right. So I'm going to use this paint palette that I showed you guys about a week or 2 ago on live. And I actually am going to switch this out because porcelain or metal is going to be your friend if you use acetone, because this thing was not, acetone said boo-boo. We destroyed it already. And now let's go ahead and prepare our water. So now I've already thinned down my paint with some water. I'm just gonna play with it. And when I paint, I like a good chunky paint. I like a little something, a little chunky, a little brush strokes. I like to paint big. So I had a bit of a struggle painting small. Girl, I don't know what small is, clearly. So I think I had way too much paint as I progressed. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, how can these work? Like, the gradients and all the stuff that oils have to offer is a good idea. And even the glazes that you can do, which a glaze, if you do not know, a glaze is when you thin down the water and you can kind of glaze a color over it, like a transparentness. Wait, I don't know what I'm doing. I went ahead and started doing like maybe the very first layer, and honestly, as someone who likes to do a face up in one full step, I don't like to do layers as much as I can do, but I like things to be dry and quickly. So from what I read online, water-soluble oil paints will dry in between 5 to 10 minutes if it's thinned out a lot. So that was very, very true, but if you put on thicker layers, it's gonna take about 48 hours to dry, which is a long time. But again, if you need that blendability to get a good gradient, you can do it. And I will say that I felt like I needed a bigger brush for this. I don't know, man, like, this is still the first layer, but here's the thing. Whatever colors you get, make sure that it feels heavy. I was taught this by my painting professor, Professor Robson, that the heavier the paint is, the better quality it is. If cheaper paints feel very, very light, so go with a heavy oil paints. So whatever paint brand you use, I'm using Hoblin, and you know about things made in Japan. If it's made in Japan, you know it's lit. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. I didn't make the rules. So I'm going ahead, and I couldn't get the color that I wanted. The mixing set I bought, or the prime, it's just a regular set that comes with like a bunch of colors that most people use to blend out stuff. I want more vibrant colors, and I was not gonna get a vibrant like Crayola purple that I wanted. I did go out today at Blick to get the color I wanted, but bear with me, boo boo, bear with me. We're going. how, this is another reason why good quality works. You can put that light color literally right on top, but I will I'll show you guys along where I went wrong with this and why we're gonna do a full face up using this technique and see how we can actually implement it. You know, how can we implement this in everyday kind of things? We gonna do it, I promise. Now I am playing around with some of the line art with the doll and just getting a feel for the black. I will say I need to mix my colors, thin them down ahead of time. You can get them, you want them pretty loose, almost like watercolors. Enough to have pigment, but enough to glide around the doll. Thin layers is gonna be your friend, and I didn't know that at the time. So with oils, you put the color down, but if you're gonna blend something out, I recommend a drier brush, especially for miniature. A drier brush, just so you can get things to go where you want, or just have less paint on the brush. That works too. Oh God. I fucked that up. I messed up. So the way I'm trying to film, I'm cramped, girl. I'm cramped. So I hit my hand on my light that I had, so it's gonna be okay, baby. We're gonna fix it. I can fix that. The pigment is just very strong, so I can literally just go on top of it with the same dark color that I had around these pupils or irises. And look at this close up. You know what's so funny? Like this, I need to figure out depth of field a little bit, and I am gonna zoom in so you can kind of see in real time me blending it out. And now I decided that I am going to test out I just said, hey, you know what? Could I blend this stuff out to make like blush? Like, do we need pastels for this? Let's go ahead and try it out. So I just stuck some on her cheeks, and at first I was trying to blend it with my hands. I was like, wait, no, let's not do that. Then I was like, let's just use this really dirty Q-tip. It's real dirty, my bad.
My bad.
And it started blending out like makeup, so that was pretty nice. That was pretty nice to see. I'm gonna add just a little bit more color so I can get a better color payoff, just to see, like, let's add a little bit more intensity to that color. Ooh. So I'm just sitting here playing with it, and my goal was to get both eyes. But what ended up happening is I said, you know what? Like, so if you guys don't know, like I commented on my community, my little community thing that my Uncle Big Rick passed, and so I just wasn't feeling it, and you guys told me to rest, and I eventually listened to you guys, but I still managed to get at least an experiment going here. And so yeah, I wasn't even trying, but I tried it towards the end. It ended up being fun. It was pretty relaxing, but I did feel better when I went ahead and rested. So thank you for those who told me to rest. I really appreciate it. And thank you for your thoughts and prayers, your tots and pears. Tots and pears. I started doing the eyebrows just to see if I could do it, and again, I'm loving the blendability. I apologize that the face up looks like a little kid designed it right now, but I'm just playing around. We're just having a good idea. Again, what Evelyn said, don't be out here afraid to show your mistakes. You guys know I love showing my mistakes. We're gonna go in and we're just gonna lightly feather those eyebrows, and I might do some little eyelashes. I'm having a good time. I'm a little bit more relaxed now, and let's go for it. Let's go for it, baby. All you jive turkeys out there, holla at me. Sloan, I don't know why I said that. I really don't know why I be saying things. I'd be fucking around too much. So now I'm just enjoying the painting process and playing with these. And although I'm a little bit uncomfortable, I'm trying to show you guys something also while I am experimenting, which is really hard to do. But I was trying to see if I could smudge out that bold line I made over the eye, and I'm not very sure if I did a pretty good job with that. I was so not afraid, but I was trying not to hit. I was trying not to hit. Okay, I was trying not to hit what I already made like I did before, because it's not dry. It will slip off. It is slip off, which makes me wonder, for somebody like me who does doll customizing in a fast-paced position, but I also love oils, how would I be able to do this in one day? Can I do a face-up in one day with this? Or how would this enhance my doll customizing abilities? Like, especially with the gradients, girl. Like, especially with the gradients, you know? can we just like congratulate that black real quick, because I love me a big jet black. It goes over really nicely. A good black.
It's 2 and 4 that swings. So when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, everybody. Feel it. It's kind of like your heartbeat. So when Frankie does that, oh, now here, 1 and 3, 1, 3, 1. It's called corny. Corny. We want to take you out of the corn patch and put you on the streets where it's happening. Come on, let's go. That's it.
This is when I realized that my luminous pencils work really well with this. Like, they're not picking up too much paint, and like I'm actually being able to make bold strokes and not scrape the paint. I thought that was pretty interesting. And luminance I don't believe it's an oil-based pencil, but it is still very interesting to see that I was able to use it. Like, I was able to make that nice bold line like nobody's business. Nobody's business. Ooh, this pencil will be minding their own business. So it was really cool. I got to use my colored pencils with it. Did notice that I smushed it all the way to the side of her face, but here's the cool part. Water really just gets it off. It really does gets it off. So here is the final test, and here are my thoughts. Oh yeah, by the way, I even tested that a lot of the oils could come off with water. It doesn't stain the doll. And I'm using this on the darkest doll, so if you're using this on the lightest doll, I cannot guarantee that you won't stain your doll's face, but that sounds like a doll's problem and not my problem. So y'all know how to fix it. The first issue that arose was that it's on way too thick. I can see every single brush stroke, which to some people that might be good if you're going for like a look. Personally, I'm not going for that kind of look. So I think in the future, in the next episode where we actually experiment more with this, and do an actual real face up, we will thin out the paint way more in advance, so we're not keep mixing, so we get a consistent color. We'll make little wells. We'll make it little wells of paint and won't have to deal with this anymore. And it does make really bold, beautiful lines because it doesn't dry out. The paint doesn't dry out. I did show you guys how to paint with acrylic wash in Mad Scientist Doll Custom episode, the last episode that I did of that with the Afro Mermaid that we're still working on. We don't finish in 2021 though, we are. So yeah, I find that it is nice to work with. I might do 2 doll face ups. I would like to do one using it in conjunction with other techniques that I know, and 2, using it in how can I explain it? Using it in a way that is more like pure oils, right? Like, yeah, I'll use my pencils or whatever and other stuff, but I want to focus on the paint stuff with other stuff. So what I know about oils though is that you can put acrylic underneath. You cannot put oils on top for some kind of eroding thing. I don't know, but is that the same thing with water-soluble oil paints? I couldn't tell you. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, okay? We're going to find out, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I promise. It's going to be great. Well, it's been a while since I've done a face up on a doll, since redoing the studio, and it came out really good. So I will see you guys. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like this video, give it a like, give it some love, share it, do all that good stuff. And if you want to see more from me this year, please go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you next week for Mothacrafta. Again, thank you guys for those who sent your condolences, tots and pairs. I appreciate it. My family is doing okay. If you guys would like to join me this Sunday, we will be doing a live, and I'm going to do a portrait of my Uncle Big Rick to send out to my family in California. Go ahead and follow me on all my social medias at Seasonal Frostbite on all platforms except for Twitter. Twitter wouldn't give me them last 2 letters because they're haters. So it's Seasonal Frostbite. And remember, go out into the world and create something awesome. Are you going to carry that weight? See you, Space Cowboys.
Hello?
FaceTime me.
FaceTime you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will.
Do it. Hi. Pillbox.
Girl, it looked like you getting ready to beat a fortune.
Good.
Cool, 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 baby. Cool, 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 baby. Maybe maybe I love you. Cool, 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 baby. Cool, 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 baby. Maybe I